Yong Zhao, the chief coordinator of the second annual conference of US-China Forum at Yale.
In order to create a platform for communication and foster mutual trust between the youth and the future leader of both countries, the US-China Forum at Yale will hold its second annual conference on April 2012 at Yale.
I think 2012 will be a very tense year for U.S.-China economic relations, largely because it's a presidential election year.
I think we're in a better place than we were 10 years ago.
我们看到，中美关系在全球的这个国际秩序、国际关系中间的地位越来越重要。
That there's also a great deal of potential for conflict.
But the central problem in U.S.-China relations right now is a lack of trust on each side.
In this conference, we will consider a host of issues.
Appreciation and trust.
Better mutual understanding.
Undervaluation of the renminbi.
Why is this problem of trust so important?
Mutual trust is the first step in having a dialogue.
Whether they understand one another, whether they can appreciate one another's perspective.
The better path is the path of cooperation.
It is in short supply. We're entering a period, in my view, where trust is going to be much less than it has been in the past. And this is going to put a real burden on policymakers.
It creates dialogue and discussion about this issue of mistrust.
I think now, in an amazingly short time, you have more partnerships. Of course there's competition and there are some zero-sum games out there, but I think it does relate to better understanding how different groups in China look to the outside world, what they think is important, where they are anxious and where they are threatened. And I think if we want to understand the U.S.'s behavior, you definitely look as where are Americans anxious, where do Americans feel threatened, and that helps you explain a lot of their foreign policy.
贸易关系，特别是这个双边投资关系方面，我觉得2012年呢，中美之间会有非常大的一些积极的变化。中国的资金进入美国的方面，应该会有更大的发展，更多的实质性的这个交易发生。
I would look for growing tension.
耶鲁大学和中国有着悠久的历史。从第一个留学生荣宏1854年毕业于耶鲁，到现在已经100多年了。目前为止，耶鲁有900多个中国留学生在学校。
I think that with Yale students, bright and energetic, facilitating and thinking about the most pertinent and relevant topics today, they're curious, they're innovative, they're bright, they're energetic.
Over the long run, it's the young people today who will matter the most.
And it does so primarily among people of a younger generation.
那么也预祝今年的中美论坛能够成功。我们也希望更多的对中美关系有兴趣的教授、学生、这个管理人员、校内校外以及中方的人员积极参与这个项目。
Thought you did an outstanding job of making very stimulating panels, of having strong speakers from the Chinese side and from the American side. And I'm really looking forward to this year.
Trying to develop a framework for a win-win relationship.
And we want its future, not just its present.